Hi, this is Nick here from OnlyFabs. Today, a shorter video on the number crunch that we did. A lot of cards were spoiled, but in the end, they don't tell a completer story, or we can't do some specific number crunching based on the fact that, well, um, I think LSS really thought through how they were going to spoil everything, with Brute finally first. And well, today, of course, we know that the second class, the Shadow class, is going to be a Rune Blade. Although we don't know the hero, that's going to be spoiled tomorrow for the weekend. We did fill in some gaps, but only small. So yeah, we're still on the speculation train for the replacement heroes. Initially, LSV stated that they will most likely be weapons, but everybody's been on the train of them being they're named after deities, so they're going to be replacement heroes. Really excited about once they are getting spoiled. For the legendaries, well, we're still on the 2 shadow specialization and 2 light specialization, so that leaves 2 equipments, generics, boots, gloves. Although, of course, it could still be new classes, which brings us to the heroes, and that's what everybody's speculating like crazy about, and myself included, of course, because it's Christmas season, spoiler season. Um, I was wrong with the mechanologist or the. Glad I didn't buy the Techno Heart Foundry, but or a new hero. So the split could still be 2 Arc heroes, 2 WTR heroes, or WTR Arc and 2 new heroes. I've read some pretty interesting stuff going either way on the Discord channel discussion for revealed cards. My biggest takeaway, I'm leaning largely towards Wizard and Guardian. First, I must state that to make draft work, 2 arcane classes, just like in Arcane, it's most likely, right? You need to have a decent amount of support against it. I never drafted it myself, Arcane Rising, but from my understanding is that you really need Arcane gear, or else Kano will win. It's probably to a lesser extent, just like in constructed formats with the Runeblade. But yeah, a second arcane damage class, we can definitely expect that. So we got Light Wizard, Light Guardian. The pro example, or the biggest argument for this is, in my opinion, that slight variation brings maximum personalization is detrimental, or no, what's the word? Key to design of Legend Story Studios. So a great example is these cards. I have to look if you can even see them. So that's Awaken Bellows and Raging Beatdown. So both of them do a similar thing, but slightly different. Same for the pitch, and then reduce damage and such. Why does it make for maximum personalization? It's, well, deck building. You can personalize it, or you can lean it towards heavier blue, just so you can make sure that you can cast all your heavy spells. But in the end, it's also, will I play some yellow, because I do want to push some more damage inside the total of the deck. So I really want to drive that point, because I think that's what makes this game so great, is that these slight variations on existing cards make for enormous design space. So yeah, I'm a big fan. That's also for the talents for that regard. But that's another video for another time. But another argument for the illusionist and the cleric is that there are twice the amount of class cards. So we got 6 cards less for the light XX or light YY hero, and there are 6 more cards for the XXYY hero. So being a shadow or a brute brings you to 9 to 6 cards less. Isn't an argument for or against it? I don't know. Maybe it's more difficult to pull off the abilities, the mechanics that are involved with both classes. Slash Cataclysm, banishing 3 souls. Is it a reasonable cost, or is it steep, or is it low? Same with Blood Dep. We don't know. We have to play. We have to experience it. But yeah, I was driving a bit further with regard to the legendaries. Okay, so this is this ties it all a bit together. Um, if there are more cards of this and less of that, why not be 2 new class legendaries? Hey, it's still out there in the open. Stated here, generic boots and gloves, I would love it. Snapdragons are, especially for ninja, are perfect, especially Ira. For other classes, not so much. I mean, Guardian, Iron Rods are one of the best legs that they can run. I mean, I even heard some guys talking about Mage Master Boot just to run out Showtime with Go Again. But yeah, generic boots would definitely push some classes to a big to get a bit more competitive with that regard. Another stuff. Oh, I just need to. The art of the set. Come on, yeah, that's also a reason. This is a warrior. This is a wizard. I love the art. So we did some number crunching. Actually, a friend of mine, Jonathan from Blitzed, which I call Jojo, and not related to the anime, maybe. He did some number crunching, and the biggest takeaway currently is that some guys also said, "Hey, Ray of Hope is the last light card, so they're not tokens of the shadows or the light specializations. Most likely won't generate tokens." But that's not the case, because if you look here at Shadow, we got the Doomsday and the Eclipse. Tokens are class cards then, most likely, because here is Eclipse of Existence, which has also been spoiled already. So, okay, number crunching wise, we don't got a lot more to go on, but it's just been the first week and we need to finish the first week even. So most likely I'll make a recap video of the first week spoilers. I've been discussing it extensively. A buddy of mine plays a lot of Brute. I play a lot of Runeblade, and there's going to be lots and lots of brewing. So yeah, I really enjoyed the Christmas time so far, and I hope you do too. If you got some crazy predictions, I would say make them below here in the comments. You get bragging rights for eternity, and I'll be sure to get you a spot in the Hall of Fame on blitzed.nl. And if you want to play any tournaments or want to practice or talk about some theory crafting you thought up about the new classes, just leave a message and we'll put you in our WhatsApp group from the Blitzed monthly tournament scene. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed the number crunching work that I did, and if you have any crazy ideas, leave a comment. See you next time. Cheers.